Alright, so now we have Dark Souls 3. Not the biggest Dark Souls guy. I kind of got into Bloodborne a little bit, but again, that's not my thing. Like, a lot of people, some people thirst for challenge, the ability for them to conquer something that not a lot of people have conquered, which that is me in the one sense of that word, conquering. I love that. So again, like I said, Saints Row games, I love them so much. Games that have like a leveling system to a progression system, I love, because again, I feel like I started from nothing and now I'm a big dog, and now I'm like a person that can really throw his weight around, which I love. And again, it kind of is like it's a time with reward. Besides, like, if I play Call of Duty a lot, it would just give me a little bit of rewards, but generally I'd be the same. But if I were to play a game like Skyrim or a game like fucking Destiny, if I were to put in the time, if RNG is nice, I would have seen something. I would see my character become a tank of tanks. I would see my character become a damage dealer. I would see my character evolve from what he once was, become legend. Hence why I love Destiny. All came around. Full circle, boom. Then we got some big news for Ark. Ark is actually a really interesting game. It's not even done yet. It's in its kind of like beta stage where it keeps updating the game gradually. But they pushed it out just to see how people grasp it, and it was awesome. It's actually one of the most intricate in a way, but not too intricate where it's confusing. Ark, that's what we're talking about. Ark is a bit, it's the most intriguing, I guess. That's a good word. It's the most intriguing of all the survival games I've seen, just because it's the fact that it's more than just survival, and that's why I love. Like, you know, surviving is one thing, but then building on top of that is amazing. Being able to conquer. My dog just walked in my room. Being able to conquer it again, back around. I'm a weird person that likes to conquer things in games. It's weird. I have never played Civilization. I do not want to. It looks terrible. It looks really awful in terms of looking down at something. I like first-person shooters or third-person shooters like Saints Row. Regardless, boom. Then we got Just Cause 3, which looked fantastic, except that was kind of released a couple days ago, like a while. We already knew that existed. We already had gameplay of it, but still, it looks amazing. It looks really fast, and if you guys know me, I love anything that involves speed. I love, like, Sunset Overdrive was all about momentum and just being able to fling yourself across the map and making your brain think like 1,000 minutes per second. What? Just make your brain just think really quickly. I love that, and that seems exactly like what Just Cause will be, is just to board a plane, crash it into a house, and then fucking just parachute glide out of there, or wingsuit glide out of there. It looks amazing. And also, it's just a fucking tremendously big map. Is also something that Just Cause is known for, is just to have stupid big maps to the point where it's like, okay, settle down. I don't want to have to spend an hour getting to point A to point B. But then again, I have a wingsuit, so it's kind of going to be great. Alright, so this is something that I wanted to make a video of a while ago, but I didn't, because I was like, ah shit, I gotta edit. Because right now I've just edited a bunch so I can make new videos so that I can edit them. Fun, it's a circle. Anyways, Mafia 3 is actually the game that I really wanted to make a video of, and if you guys have played the old Mafia game, it is amazing. It's such a good game, but then again, it does have negatives. Like, for instance, Mafia 2, one of the things I was really hoping for is to get in there and to become a mob boss, to become a mobster. You know, that'd be, you know, to experience the family or the gang or whatever. But ended up not really happening. It ended up kind of annoying me because you ended up not doing any of that conquering. You know, as a gang member, or everything that we were told through like movies and like, you know, old history of gang bosses and mobsters or whatever. We're told that, like, you know, they control certain areas, you know, that they're the head of that area. If you want to sell drugs, if you want to do anything, you go to that person to check. But in the game, that was not you at all. You played like a Vito Scaletta, which was a cool character, but just not really, you didn't have that mafia feel. Like, I felt like I was just playing a guy who was tagged onto a syndicate that really doesn't, yeah, I just feel like in the old Mafia game, you weren't really that, you know, you weren't really a mob boss. You weren't really, you know, all you did, you were like a side man who didn't really matter at all. Whereas for a game called Godfather, which I have never played, but I've seen gameplay of and I've seen the mechanics in it, and Godfather is basically a game where it's exactly that. You were a mob boss. You conquer each zone, and every time you conquer a zone, you know, you gain money, you gain control. Control, I think, has to do with the fact that you can, like, go to this district where you have a lot of control, and then that district will start to deplete your wanted level, or all those types of things. Now you can get ammo from those said people, all that kind of thing. In a Mafia 2 or a Mafia 3, I feel like they're doing that. I feel like that it's a mixture of Godfather and the crisp design of the world that is Mafia 2. So I believe like Mafia 2 world and Godfather mechanics are going to merge together and make Mafia 3, which makes me absolutely excited because Mafia 2 looked really good. They really nailed the old-timey feel of like that age. But then Godfather was amazing. Like, it had such intricate mechanics behind it. And in Mafia 3, that's what you're gonna be able to do, is at least what we've been told. So they talked about how you have these 4 people. There's, well, maybe more, but right now they showed us 4 people that are going to be pillars in your family. They call it family, but it's basically just like a gang. And each person is going to have a certain thing that they bring to the table. So for instance, one of the guys, I think it's the guy with the cowboy hat, he ends up bringing the police over to your side, basically. He ends up having like a couple of connections with the police, and he can make things go away. We have no idea that Vito Scaletta, which is one of the pillars and the mob boss, which is the guy you play in Mafia 2, we don't know anything about how the game ends. Like, Mafia 2 ended with a cliffhanger, so I cannot wait to see what Mafia 3 Vito Scaletta is going to tell us, like what the fuck happened at that cliffhanger ending. But I'm sure he gives you like access to guns or access to control over certain areas, because I feel like that would be his particular specialty, is being able to like say, hey, I'll look after the guys in this controlled area, and you know, I'll make sure people are selling drugs and doing, I don't know, fucking mobster shit, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's really really neat mechanic behind it. I cannot wait to play it, because if they don't do the whole Godfather thing, if it's just the same linear thing with like a couple things on the side, I don't really want. I'm gonna be pissed off if I buy it. I'm gonna buy this game, but I'll be pissed off if that's the case. It's still pre-alpha, so the gameplay that is out there is janky a little bit. Like, you guys will see, the recoil on a gun looks fucking awkward as shit. But it's like alpha stuff. But even like some of the stabbing mechanics, if you really look into it, it's not really, you know, it doesn't really meet the right times. But anyways, it's still, again, it's alpha. You can't judge it at all. We're getting to a game that is also alpha. It's Scaleborn. I cannot wait to talk about it. Also, Attack on Titan video game is a thing. Final Fantasy XV, probably like 6 or something. I might play the new one. I have not played the previous one, so my Let's Play will be perfect for people that are like, this game looked cool. It had like Japanese shit in it, and like fighting looked really cool. I have no idea what the story is. Oh god. My Let's Play will get all the dislikes in the world. So yeah. Alright, so then we got some more Assassin's Creed Syndicate's gameplay, this time showing off Evie. Now I want to talk about this real quick, because I'm kind of sad. Now, in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, you are playing 2 people. You're playing, well, you have the choice, majority of the time, you have a choice to either play Evie, or her brother, John. I think it's John. I'm not sure. But anyways, you have the choice to play the sister or the brother. The brother is really melee focused. He's very like aggressive. You know, he's very good at taking on multiple opponents, that kind of thing. He has a hand cannon, for instance. He's loud and proud, that kind of thing. But he also can be stealth, not as much. And then Evie is the opposite. She's stealthy, hide in the shadows. She can go into chameleon mode, which basically allows you to, if you don't move for a long time, they will go invisible. She will go invisible, which is a N tier perk, so you're not going to be overpowered beforehand. It's gonna take you a while to get to that, you know, overpowered status, which I love, because I love the fact that if you work for it, you can become a god. Oh yeah. And her specialty is actually swords or knives, because they're a silent weapon. Now, let me rant on this for a second here. I'm not in love with that. I don't like the fact that the character that we choose is, in the gender behind it, chooses the way we play. I don't like that. And I'm really sad also that in the game Dishonored 2, which is coming out, that is also a thing. I don't really like that. I don't like the fact that you know, they're like, why can't I play what's his name, the brother, and be a stealthy motherfucker? Why cannot that be a thing? Like, and people could be like, why? You hate women? Is that why you don't want to play what's her name, the sister? Are you just a piece of shit? And I'm gonna reply, no. The reason why I don't play girls in games, not because I have anything against women or in any form, it's just the fact that whenever I'm playing them in a game, if they get stabbed, if they get punched, if anything like this happens, there's usually the or oh, you know, like a natural body response to pain, and I don't like that. That fucks with my brain mentally. I don't like hearing, like, I feel bad. I feel physically bad when I see, like, when someone, like, she gets punched and she goes, oh, I'm like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. Like, I don't like it. I don't like the feeling of it. I don't like anything like that. I like playing the gender that I am, because I kind of like to, when I'm sneaking in the shadows, like to be like, oh, that's kind of me. And when I see tits, it's like, I don't have tits, but I like them, but like, that's not me. It's a whole thing. So I don't really like the fact that we're kind of getting forced to do that. I'm not in love with that. And same thing vice versa for the other side. For people that are like, you know what, I want to be a woman, and I don't want to be hiding in the shadows. I want to be breaking some dudes' faces open because I'm strong as shit. Because have you seen some of the UFC fighters that are like women? God damn. Scary as shit. Also, Dad, good for you. Like, Jesus Christ, I feel like you could kill me in a punch. But, like, I'm just saying, like, it's perfectly viable for that to be a person and a woman. But, like, why can't you be like that? If you want to be a woman who's strong as shit and, you know, knows how to, like, throw her weight around in, like, the perfect manner to slit throats, be that. I don't know. That's just the thing with me. I don't really want to be, and I'd rather be a dude playing the playstyle that I want to play, opposed to, you know, being forced to be like, if you want to play stealth, you gotta play Eevee. If you want to play really good stealth, I should say, because both of them can be loud and proud or quiet, but just they're better in certain attributes, which, I don't know. Same thing with, like I said, Dishonored. The fact that Emily is going to have a brand new set of skills, and she's going to be a brand new character that's going to be mainly focused on stealth, it seems like. That's what they keep saying. And Corvo is going to be Corvo, which I'm happy that at least I can play, like, Corvo, because I love Corvo as a character. Again, I kind of wish I could have messed around with those new skills, you know what I mean? So, that's my only gripe with that, is that I'm perfectly happy and loving, that, like, really liking, like, it's a positive, that women are going to be in games, and that's amazing, and, you know, play what you want to play, and that's my thought, is play what you want to play, and I don't like to being forced to play something, just because it involves my preferred play style. And yeah, that's just a little rant, just because, you know, I notice a lot of games are doing this, and again, I'm happy that girls in the games, that's not me at all, like saying, what the fuck, no, but it's just like, I want to play the way I want to play, and having a gender attached to that is weird. It shouldn't be the case. You know, if you want to be a badass woman, do it. If you want to be a stealthy woman, good, dude, do it. If I want to be a stealthy dude, do it. If I want to be a badass dude who can break faces, do it. Boom, like, it shouldn't be restrained. Done ranting. Next. For Honor got a cool little trailer. Basically, we're talking about, like, the making of For Honor, like what was the thought behind it, and I really love the guy who's about, like, the lead, I think, designer on the game. He looks super into a game that he is creating, which is really hard to find. Usually you see people who are like, we're making this game, and it's really cool, it has all these features. He's like, man, I think fighting is an art, and I'm like, yeah, he's into this. I'm into this right now. Like, that's the kind of thing I love. And as a content creator, that's generally how most people are. Is when you see someone who's passionate about anything, you are more there for wanting to hear about their passion, because it's just nice to hear about someone's passion. Because yeah, just thing in humans. But yeah, the crew, Anno, Hellblade. I have no idea what this is. It kind of seems like a Rise Son of Rome type of game, but I think it's also made by Ninja Theory, I think they're called, and they know how to make some combat shooters or combat games, so I don't know, they're pretty great.